pass, rolling to his right. They throw it, the in route to Tanner. Steck makes the catch. Steck dives for the pylon. Touchdown!
Up by the Nuggets and an attack. That'll go for a kill from Anasteer.
Lamar looks for a block, makes a man miss at the 5. End zone touchdown, swirls. Sets up middle. Jensen for the exclamation point kill.
30, the 20, the 15, the 10, and an 85-yard touchdown run for Landon Olsen.
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And welcome in to the Climax-Fisher Gymnasium. Volleyball fans, James Martin's back here with you on your live event, yourliveevent.com. As the Climax-Fisher Knights at 7-5 hosts the 4-2 Clearbrook-Gonvick Bears. Good to be with you here from Fisher again on your live event, yourliveevent.com on the pregame show. Tell you what's coming up on the pregame. We'll hear comments from both head coaches, Tammy Ellers from Clearbrook-Gonvick, and we'll hear as well from Brandon Slight from Climax-Fisher. We'll also take a look at each team's varsity rosters. We'll take a look at their season so far. And before you know it, we'll be to that first serve. It is homecoming week this week as well at Climax-Fisher. So a little extra bonus if the Knights pull away the win here this evening. We were at the a couple weeks ago for Climax-Fisher Foston. We were at the Climax Castle. We're at called the Fisher Fortress, as the Knights prepare to defend their fortress against the invading Clearbrook-Gonvick Bears. On your live event, yourliveevent.com. Pre-game comments from Clearbrook-Gonvick head coach Tammy Ellers is up next.
Employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
The Fisher Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Climax-Fisher Knights and Polk County West Thunder athletic events and activities. From volleyball, golf, basketball, and football to robotics, knowledge bowl, one-act plays, and speech, we are proud to support the students in their pursuit of excellence, not just in the classroom, but in all they do. To learn more about becoming a member or upcoming events, visit the school website or talk to one of our members. The Fisher Booster Club, supporting our local students.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota-Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota-Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
On the pregame show here at Climax-Fisher as we get set for girls volleyball and your live event, yourliveevent.com. Please be joined by the Clearbrook-Gonvick Bears head girls volleyball coach Tammy Ellers. And Tammy, your team's off to a great start so far this season. Overall record at 4-2 and undefeated against teams in your section so far. Your thoughts on the first 6 games?
Oh, the girls have been working hard and doing well. Throwing a few things at them, and they're resilient and they keep working.
Talk to me about coming into this Climax-Fisher Gymnasium tonight. It's their homecoming week this week, and Brenda Slight's got a really good squad. Your thoughts on the matchup?
I think it'll be a fun game. We just have to make our serves and communicate and play our game.
We've gotten a chance to see a few of your games, a couple of your games on yourliveevent.com, especially against Monoma and Waban. That was a big 5-set match. What's your team learned from that match?
They should probably start right away instead of wait till the third game.
Give us a quick recap once again about your team this year and kind of the makeup of your team and what you noticed from them in the first 6 games.
We're enjoying our middle hitters, and our setters are working their tails off, and all around. I mean, the girls seem to be working very well together. We're making our serves, and that to me is a huge thing. So yeah, we're just working good together.
Coach, anything else you want to mention ahead of tonight's contest?
Oh, I'm good. I'm excited to play Fisher Climax because they're always fun. We've played them the last couple of years, and they're just a fun team.
Clearbrook-Gonvick head coach Tammy Ellers joining us on the pregame. We'll see how the game goes tonight on yourliveevent.com. Tammy, thanks so much. Best of luck for your girls tonight.
Thank you. Do you announce the
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neillsville, Climax-Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Hillsborough Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsborough Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsborough Dairy.
Halstead Living Center Auxiliary invites you to join them for a potato dumpling dinner Wednesday, September 27th. The dinner will be served from 5 to 7 p.m. at the LRC in Halstead. The cost for the meal is $15 for adults, $7 for ages 12 and under. Individual dumplings are available for a cost of $4 each. Takeout dinners will be available. Enjoy a great potato dumpling meal and visit with your neighbors and friends during the Halstead Living Center Potato Dumpling Dinner Wednesday, September 27th, served from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Halstead LRC.
Back on the pregame show ahead of tonight's contest on the girls volleyball side between the Climax-Fisher Knights and the Clearbrook-Gonvick Bears. Please be joined by the head coach of the Climax-Fisher Knights and Brenda Slight. And coach, it's been an up-and-down season for your girls with some great stretches of wins and some stretches of some games I'm sure you'd like to have back. Your thoughts on the first 12 games of the year?
Well, I think the girls are playing hard. You know, we're figuring some things out and we're seeing what's working and what's not working, and we're playing with our lineup a little bit. So, I mean, the girls are adjusting well. They're up for any challenge. It's just, figuring that out when we're down, how to get back in those sets. I think that's going to be our biggest thing that we need to overcome. But I feel like we see minutes of that happening, so that's what you can ask for as a coach.
Homecoming week this week, got to be a pretty special feeling for the girls here in this gym tonight.
Oh yeah, it's always nice playing with big crowds, but homecoming alone, the energy is high and they're getting excited for their games this week, and then the football game, the dance, and then a tournament on Saturday. So we have a busy week ahead of us, so I think the girls are going to be well energized.
And you've got a tough task tonight in Clearbrook-Gonvick. They're undefeated against teams in the section. Your thoughts on the matchup with the Bears?
We just need to talk. We need to communicate. We need to, come out swinging. We got to be aggressive. We need to attack before they attack us. And I think if we can do all those things, things will go our way. And, just that leadership out on the court also needs to play a huge impact in the game tonight. So I'm just hoping that the girls are ready for that.
Brenda, anything else you want to mention to our viewers for tonight's contest?
Should be a good one.
Brenda Slight joining us on the pregame. Brenda, best of luck tonight, and we'll see what happens after the game.
Thank you.
At the junction of Highway 59 and 200, you'll enjoy a stop at Pump 24 Corner Market. Gas and diesel islands are available 24 hours for all vehicles. In the Corner Market, you'll find convenience foods, grocery, hot stuff subs and wraps, pizzas, salads, and more, including the Plump 24 roasted chicken. You can add mashed potatoes and extras for the full meal. Hot coffee is always available every day at Pump 24 Corner Market in Mahnomen.
At the Climax-Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax-Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax-Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax-Shelley School District.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Welcome back to the Fisher Fortress. Volleyball fans, James Martin's back here with you on your live event, yourliveevent.com. As the Climax-Fisher Knights, so it's the Clearbrook-Gonvick Bears on your live event on homecoming week for Climax-Fisher. Let's take you through some of the notes for these two teams. Let you know how they have done so far this season. Starting with the road team, Clearbrook-Gonvick, they are undefeated against region opponents here this season in any type of competition. They're 4-0. I should say section opponents, not region opponents, section opponents, with a 3-2 win over Winnemac to open up the season. They've got straight sets victories over Red Lake Falls and Bagley, and a 5-set victory at Mahnomen-Waban. That game was on your live event as well. Only 2 losses on the season, both straight setters to a couple of 5A teams, Pine River Bacchus and Walker Hackensack Akeley. So those are the only 2 losses on the season so far for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Climax-Fisher's had a much more up and down season. They've had winning streaks. They've had losing streaks as well. They're 7-5 overall. So they've played 12 games, twice the amount that their opponent Clearbrook-Gonvick has played, according to their official schedule. And for Climax-Fisher, they started out the season with a pair of wins against Lake Park Audubon, Northam Kelleher. And their first loss of the year was their home opener against the Foston Greyhounds. We had that one for you live on your live event, 3-0. Then 3 straight losses after that to open up the Ruth Hayden Tournament of Roses tournament in Ada. Ada Borup West lost to Foston again, Kitson County Central and Sabika before beating Bagley and winning over Winnemac to close out that tournament. They got a couple of wins. And then they went on a 3-game winning streak, back-to-back wins over Warren, Alvarado, Oslo, and arguably their best win of the year over 8AA Crookston in tournament play, 2-0 before dropping the end of the Warren tournament to Stephen Argyle. So again, 7-5, win twice in a row to start. Then they lost 4 in a row. Then they won 5 in a row, and they're coming off a loss. So a very streaky team for Brenda Slight and the Knights. But a couple of impact players to watch, or I should say one impact on her side. The 8th grader, Peyton Hoffman. I don't believe any section in Minnesota gives out this award, but they did. They gave out the best 8th grader of the section award. She would certainly be near the top of the list. A wide variety of ages for this squad. Again, Hoffman, an 8th grader, as well as Kenley Corinth, another 8th grader on the roster. You got a couple of sophomores in Anna Nesbig and Claire Erickson. And then you got a freshman, Lucy Paulsrud, on the squad as well. Juniors, Akaya Parkin, Danica Motto, Autumn Flayton. And the rest are seniors, Cambry Solheim, Sarah Thorson, Hallie Reitmeyer, Ava Larson, Mia Marshall, Ella Paulsrud, and Sophia Nesbig. That's your roster for Climax-Fisher. As for Clearbrook-Gonvick, a couple of less players, but a lot more experience. Seniors, juniors, and sophomores only. 3 sophomores, 5 juniors, 4 seniors on the Clearbrook-Gonvick squad for Tabby Ellers. The 3 sophomores, Hannah Weems, Emma Favre, and Jolie Olson. The juniors on the squad, Tana Melby, Allison Levine, as well as Tavia Johnson, Emma Nybo, and Molly Phillips. And the seniors on the squad, Abby Engen, Kenna Hartwig, Haley McCoy, and Presley Westrom. Again, that's the roster for Clearbrook-Gonvick. And as we are getting closer and closer here to the opening serve from this one, starting lineups as well upcoming. When we come back here on the pregame show, we'll go over some other contests around the Your Live Event Network. And then again, before you know it, the starting lineups and the opening serve from the Fisher Fortress here is Climax-Fisher hosting Clearbrook-Gonvick on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our growers. Your trust and fellowship is the driving force behind our dedication to your successful farming operation. We continue to invest in the education of our team to ensure your customer experience is outstanding. Thank you for the opportunity to be your planter experts. Stop by either of our locations in Hillsboro or Drayton, North Dakota, or visit planterdoc.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Welcome back inside the Fisher Fortress, volleyball fans. James Martin's here with you on your live event, yourliveevent.com. Climax-Fisher, home contest against Clearbrook-Gonvick. School's homecoming festivities going on this week. I believe coronation is tomorrow, and I believe a couple of volleyball players are queen candidates. Mia Marshall and Hallie Reitmeyer are both candidates, I do believe. Best of luck to the Queen and King candidates here at Climax-Fisher. Let's take a look at what's going on around the Your Live Event network here this evening. Volleyball matchups, a big one in Norman County's Adaborp West hosting Bagley. Northern Cass and Central Cass, they'll do battle. They're in Castleton. Kindred at Sargent County. Ely hosting International Falls, and Richland travels to Lisbon tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Don't forget, we have the Your Live Event Coaches Show on tomorrow night. I got a chance to catch up with Botno Braves on the North Dakota side. Botno Braves head football coach and athletic director Zach Keller. Also, we'll have our post-game interview with Brenda Slight on the show tomorrow as well. Look at the rest of the guests on the show tomorrow. West Fargo Horse football, Holly cross country, Adaborp West cross country. We'll do our senior spotlights, which is Ryan Kangas of Winnemac. And then Fargo North volleyball. And again, we'll close out with Climax-Fisher volleyball. So, head coaches, by the way, for Fargo North volleyball, Rachel Hummel, West Fargo Horse football, Harvey McMahon, and Holly cross country, Nathan Stowa. Adaborp West cross country as well. So, that's all coming up tomorrow on yourliveevent.com on the Coaches Show. And if you want to go back and listen and watch any particular match you want, you can go visit our yourliveevent.com website, or if you know the YouTube page, just go right there and watch your favorite teams in action all over again. We've had some highlight plays already. Stay tuned to our social media pages for more highlights from throughout the week. Warm-up clock has allowed to expire. And so we will be getting set here for that national anthem. We will have the starting lineups here. In just a little bit, we'll just wait to make sure if there's any special homecoming festivities. The Climax-Fisher Knight girls have the mini volleyballs to throw out to their fans. Climax-Fisher in the black uniforms. Silver numbers outlined in white. And Clearbrook-Gonvick in the white jerseys. Black numbers outlined in gold. It's also Camel Night tonight in the fans section, at least for Climax-Fisher. As we'll break for the national anthem, be back for the starting lineups next on your live event.
See the all-new Fendt tractor at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. You'll be impressed with this new Fendt tractor. Ask about a demonstration in your field and check out the new trade-ins for tillage equipment. Hey, and just this reminder again, new versatile Delta tracks are arriving. There's 3 spots secured for new versatile Delta track tractors, all going to be at 2023 pricing, saving you thousands of dollars. Talk to Chuck O'Neill at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Christian Motors is proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile. They've got a huge selection of new and used vehicles there on the lot. You can stop by and check the selection or go online to christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. Your new vehicle is waiting for you at Christian Motors in Fertile. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. christianmotors.com, christiancarsonline.com. Stop and see the selection today. Christian Motors of Fertile.
Welcome to Clearbrook, a quiet, friendly location in northern Minnesota. Clearbrook is surrounded by lakes and forests, offering excellent fishing, hunting, and recreational activities. Clearbrook has a top-notch school district, a thriving business community, and active clubs and events throughout the year. Visit ci.clearbrook.mn.us to learn more about what Clearbrook, Minnesota can offer you. The City of Clearbrook, a community working together.
Welcome back to the Fisher Fortress here on yourliveevent.com. Clearbrook-Gonvick, Climax-Fisher Volleyball getting ready to get going. As we get to the starting lineups here now. As we'll start with Clearbrook-Gonvick. And starting for the Bears, it'll be a junior, number 2, Tatum Melby. Junior, number 4, Allison Levine. Senior, number 8, Abby Engen. Sophomore, number 10, Emma Favre. Senior, number 16, Kenna Hartwig. Junior, number 26, Molly Phillips. And the libero this evening is a senior, Haley McCoy. That's the starters for head coach Tammy Eller, assisted by Sarah Gouge. There for Clearbrook-Gonvick. And we'll get to the starters here now for the Climax-Fisher Knights. Coached by Brenda Slight, assisted by Kelly Corinta and Alexis Peterson. And again, as the Knights hand out those mini volleyballs to their fans. Starting now for the Knights. It's a senior, number 1, Cambry Solheim. Number 3 is senior Hallie Reitmeyer. The 8th grader, number 4, Peyton Hoffman. Freshman, number 5, Lucy Paulsrud. And a senior, number 6, Ava Larson. Also a sophomore, number 7, Claire Erickson. And the libero this evening, it's the senior Ella Paulsrud. Again, the starters for Brenda Slight, assisted by Kelly Corinta and Alexis Peterson. Knights in those black jerseys, serving right to left on your screen. As the Bears in the white jerseys, serving left to right. Again, the libero Ella Paulsrud is in the white jersey with the silver numbers for Climax-Fisher. And for Clearbrook-Gonvick, Haley McCoy is in the black jersey with the gold numbers. Again, Clearbrook-Gonvick 4-2. They have not lost to a Section 8A opponent this season. Climax-Fisher at 7-5, trying to bounce back off a loss to end the Warren tournaments. Get ready, get set. We're about to get going here for Minnesota Section 8A girls volleyball. I have to say girls because boys volleyball is an emerging sport in the state of Minnesota. So we are going to get underway with the serve, and we're ready to go here on that Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. It's a service error, giving Climax-Fisher the opening point. First service error, of course, of the match for Clearbrook-Gonvick. And coming in to take the serve for the Knights, it's the senior, number 10, Sophia Nesbig. As on that Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard, it's 1-0 Climax-Fisher. On the jump serve. Couldn't quite be handled there by Clearbrook-Gonvick. 2-0 Knights. Nesbig goes back to serve once again. On the jump serve, slams that one near the corner, and that's going to be an ace. Nesbig off to a nice start. Picks up the ace, makes it 3-0 Knights. Nesbig, another jump serve there. Cross court, same result. Sophia Nesbig, back-to-back aces. On a nice rally here for Climax-Fisher to open up their homecoming week festivities, game-wise. Another cross-court serve. Trying to do a line painter again. This time it's a service error. 5 points in. Both teams are ready with the service error. It's 4-1. Back to Clearbrook-Gonvick. The serve, it's Emma Favre, the sophomore. Nesbig loads up. Hoffman fires. Kept alive there by the Bears. Another chance for Hoffman. Taps it over into no ladies land. Peyton Hoffman with her first kill of the match. 5-1. Climax-Fisher opening up the lead. Climax-Fisher, they blew it open in the first set of the JV match. Very tight second set, but they won that one as well, 29-27. As that's another service error for Climax-Fisher now. 3 service errors, 7 total points. As the libero, McCoy will take the serve. McCoy, senior, launches it down the middle there from libero. Says not this time does Allison Levine, the junior, with a monster block. 5-3 in favor of Climax-Fisher. McCoy back on the service line. Back row far side, loaded up near side, tapped over by Reitmeyer, and Hallie Reitmeyer picks up a kill now. 6-3. Climax-Fisher open up with a 4-0 run. And they keep her moving here. It's Hoffman. Back to the service line. The 8th grader slams it over. Loads up far side. Levine down the line. Off the ceiling. Kept alive, but not enough as the point goes to Clearbrook-Gonvick. CF 6, CG 4 on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. A couple of substitutions coming in. In for the Bears, it's Emma Nybo, the junior. She'll go to serve. Also in for the Bears, it is Hannah Weems, the sophomore. Substitutions as well for Climax-Fisher, as popped up and over there that time by Nesbig. And swatted back over, Solheim. Cross-court attack, and we get a point on a net violation coming against Lucy Paulsrud. First net violation of the match for either side. 7-4 now, or 6-5, excuse me. Nesbig loads it up there. Reitmeyer down the middle. Set up on the far side. Down the line there for Melby. And Climax-Fisher sends it back over to the Bears. Clearbrook-Gonvick on the attack. Levine with a kill. And it was the junior Allison Levine up to a nice start. Tying it up at 6. 6 of the last 8 points going to Clearbrook-Gonvick. Levine already with a kill and a block on the bench. Nesbig back sets, far side. Cross-court attack dug out there by the Bears. Here's Melby. Skying up for it. Dug out there by Lucy Paulsrud. Near side, Reitmeyer. Kept alive by Melby. Levine. Now back to the Knights. Nesbig. And Solheim picks up a kill. Cambridge Solheim with their first of the match. Makes it 7-6. Climax-Fisher back in front. Changes coming in once again. As checking in is Claire Erickson, the sophomore. Checking out, that's Kinley Corinto, the 8th grader, as well as Nesvig. Also in to serve there is the senior Ava Larson. Off an ACL tear from last year, looking nice on the ace. 8-6 now. Already 3 aces of the first 8 points for Climax-Fisher. And she's going to get another. 9-6. 4 aces in the first 9 points for Climax-Fisher. Looking for another one. Larson down the line. She's going to get another 3 in a row. 10-6, and we get a timeout here on that Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. The Climax-Fisher Knights open up with a 4-0 run. They lead at 10-6 here on yourliveevent.com.
Good food, good times, and a great atmosphere. It's all here for you at the Clearbrook Muni, right on Main Street in Clearbrook. Stop in and check out the daily food specials or try a variety of items on the menu. For takeout on the go, call 218-776-9984. Good food and good times. It's all waiting for you at the Clearbrook Muni. Find them on Facebook for events or visit them on Main Street in Clearbrook. The Clearbrook Muni. Good times await.
Out of the timeout here on that Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Climax-Fisher with a 10-6 lead. They started the match with a 4-0 run. They've had 5 aces, including 3 in a row there by the server, Ava Larson. Melby ends the ace rally at the very least. Near side, Reitmeyer for the Knights, and didn't catch a deflection that time, 10-7. As the serve will go back to Clearbrook-Gonvick and Melby. Tatum Melby, one of 5 juniors on this squad for the Bears. Sending it over there through Larson, near side. Erickson with a big smash. Claire Erickson, her first kill of the match. 11-7, 4 kills for the Knights, all by 4 different players. Back to service, Hallie Reitmeyer, the senior. Send it down the line to be returned by Levine. Kaboom! On that one for Levine. Levine looking like Zach Levine out there with a slam dunk. 11-8 here now as Levine goes back to serve. Larson for the Knights sets up Lucy Paulsrud. Dug out there by Melby for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Far side now. Cross-court attack. Dug by Reitmeyer for the Knights. Lucy Paulsrud again down the line. Dug out there by Levine. And just checking in was Hartwig. She sends it over. And Climax-Fisher send it back. We go back and forth. Far side attack that time for Favre. Back to the Knights. Reitmeyer down the middle on a push. Levine is there. Here's Hartwig. Ooh, with a nice spin on that one. Kenna Hartwig, the senior, with their first kill of the match. Makes it now 11-9 in favor of Climax-Fisher. Levine going back to serve. To the libero there for Climax-Fisher, and Ella Paulsrud sends it back. Clearbrook-Gonvick, a little bit of a run here, but a double contact. We'll give the point to Climax-Fisher. 12-9. The Knights have held the lead the entire match so far. That's a good point as Peyton Hoffman comes back onto the court. Ella Paulsrud on the serve. A little short. Collected there by Clearbrook-Gonvick and sent over by the Bears. Back to the Knights. Here's Larson loading it up for Erickson. Finds the open space for the kill. 13-9. Largest lead for Climax-Fisher, I believe, has been 4 a couple of times. As Paulsrud drills that one right to the Bears. Hardwick gets a deflection. And Kenna Hardwick with her second kill already on the match. 13-10 on that Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Back on the service line, Molly Phillips, the junior, will take it. I believe checking in recently as well, the sophomore Abby Engen in for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Larson loads it up for Erickson, far side, gets the kill. Claire Erickson off to a really nice start. 3 kills for her. as the sophomore helps the Knights get it back to a 4-point lead. Erickson and Larson head to the bench. And back to service Nesvig, who opened up the match with a couple of aces. Nesvig looking for more. She gets it! 15-10. Nesvig puts the lead back up to 5. Nesvig looking cross court again. She cannot be stopped. Sophia Nesvig with 4 aces in this opening set. 7 aces in the opening set total. Ava Larson, the other 3 for Climax-Fisher. Nesvig looking for more. Nearly had another there. Is Hardwig out of bounds. No deflection that time. 17-10. Climax-Fisher starting to pull away now. Off the service line. 7 aces to just 1 error. No aces, 1 error for Clearbrook-Gonvick. As Hoffman with a nice little tap down block there. Hoffman again. And just long. Clearbrook-Gonvick with the point. 17-11. And back on the service line there, Clearbrook-Gonvick will send it over. Back to the Knights. Paulsrud down the line on a push. Picks up the point. 18-11. As it goes back to Climax-Fisher, and back on the service line there is Lucy Paulsrud, the freshman. Paulsrud down the middle towards Levine and Clearbrook-Gonvick. Set back over there now, Engen. Nesvig on another push. Pop back up by Favre, and here comes Clearbrook-Gonvick. Engen pops it back over. But a double contact gives the point to Climax-Fisher. Paulsrud back on the service line once again. 19-11 in favor of Climax-Fisher. Hardwig backs up to get that one. Ella Paulsrud digs it out. And we get a point to the Bears on a double contact for Climax-Fisher. 19-12 here now. Get a 4-0 run to start the set for the Knights. They have not trailed in this match so far. As the libero, McCoy back to the service line for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Here's Climax-Fisher, and Hoffman hammers that. Dug out by the Bears. Set back over by Melby. Back to the Knights. Hoffman tapped over for the soft touch, and well, there was a attempt at a return, so we'll call that a point for the Knights. 20-12. Hoffman goes back to the service line. Hoffman an ace away from the trifecta herself. She won't get it that time. Levine trails it again. Allison Levine now 3 kills and a block. It's 20-13 though. In favor of the Knights. Trying to jump out quick to a 1-set-to-none lead. It's on the service line there for the Bears. Emma Nybo. Near side. Pop down the line for the soft touch. Cambridge Solheim with her 2nd kill of the match. 21-13. As the double change comes in, Larson Erickson in for Nesvig and Carinta. 21-13. Larson, who had a trio of aces last time she was up. Levine covers. Sets up Melby. Cross-court attack for the kill. Tatum Melby. The junior for Clearbrook-Gonvick has her first kill of the match. 21-14. Melby goes back to the service line as well. Backpedaling to get it is Reitmeyer. Erickson, near side, dug out by the Bears momentarily, but a block. Says thank you very much for Solheim. Cambridge Solheim with a pair of kills and a block. Now 22-14. Climax-Fisher off the service line. 7 aces, propelling them to a point in the match where they're 3 points away. Now 2 from the first set as Levine hits it into the net that time off the air. 23-14. Reitmeyer back to serve once again. Reitmeyer drills it far and we'll touch 2 players. That will give her an ace that time. 24-14. as we're going to get a timeout. Let's keep things here for now, since we're 1 point away, possibly, from the first set. Again, 24-14 on that Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. The Knights with the big lead. Again, I've got 8 aces for Climax-Fisher, 4 for Sophia Nesbitt, 3 for Ava Larson, and 1 for Hallie Reitmeyer. I've got 7 kills and a pair of blocks for Climax-Fisher. 7 kills for Clearbrook-Gonvick and 1 block. So really the aces are the difference right now. As out of the timeout, Reitmeyer goes back to the service line to try and clinch the first set for the Knights. A little short that time, as that's an error. It's the second service error, or actually the third of the match for Climax-Fisher. So 3 errors, but they've got 8 aces, so +5 ratio, a -1 ratio for Clearbrook-Gonvick, 24-15. Loads up Erickson for Climax-Fisher. That does it. Erickson picks up her 4th kill of the match, 25-15. Is how our first set comes to an end. Climax-Fisher in front after 1. We'll be back in a little bit to recap the first set. Get you set for set number 2 here on yourliveevent.com.
At the Climax Shelley School District, they are preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax Shelley School District.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
The Fisher Booster Club is a proud supporter of all Climax-Fisher Knights and Polk County West Thunder athletic events and activities. From volleyball, golf, basketball, and football to robotics, knowledge bowl, one-act plays, and speech, we are proud to support the students in their pursuit of excellence, not just in the classroom, but in all they do. To learn more about becoming a member or upcoming events, visit the school website or talk to one of our members. The Fisher Booster Club, supporting our local students.
Back for set number 2. Let's reset the scoreboard here. Again, set 2, Climax-Fisher leads 1-0 on that Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. 25-15 off of 8 aces in the opening set for the Knights. Both teams with 7 kills. Actually, 8 kills, beg your pardon, for Climax-Fisher. 7 for Clearbrook-Gonvick in that opening set. Led by Claire Erickson, 4 kills. 2 from Cambry Solheim, 1 for Hallie Reitmeyer and Peyton Hoffman. The ace party was led by Sophia Nesbitt. She had 4, 2 off of 2 separate service rallies. 3 for Ava Larson, 3 consecutive, and 1 for Hallie Reitmeyer. A block each for Solheim and Hoffman for Climax-Fisher. We'll get to the Clearbrook-Gonvick stats after this point. Cross-court attack. Dug out there by Reitmeyer and the Knights. Here's Hoffman fires. Gets the kill. Peyton Hoffman, her second of the match. Leading the way in the opening set for Clearbrook-Gonvick, Allison Levine with 3 kills. Tatum Melby with 1. And Kenna Hartvig with 2. And a block for Levine as well. That's it. As the Knights lead it 1-0. Now 1-1. Off a service error. That's the only miscue. Despite the 8 aces, the Knights have 4 service errors. Just 1 service error for Clearbrook-Gonvick with no aces. As Tatum Melby back on the service line there for Clearbrook-Gonvick, loading up Peyton Hoffman. The 8th grader taps it over for the Knights. Joust to the net that time. Won by the Knights, as fitting. As Lucy Palzer picks up a block. First of the match, 2-1. believe that 1-1 tie was the first tie since the opening serve of the first set. As Sophia Nesbig on cue goes back to the service line, trying to push the Knights ahead. Nesbig, nice rally there by the Bears to get it back over. Nesbig pops it up for Paulsrud, taps it up and over. Good dig out, kept alive by the Bears. Good teamwork there for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Here's Hoffman, slams it down. Peyton Hoffman had 1 kill in the first set. She's got 2 kills in the first 4 points here in the second set. 3-1 Climax-Fisher. The Knights have not trailed so far. They're feeling that homecoming energy. Nesbig on the jump serve, looking for the corner. Returned by Melby. It was collected there momentarily by Nybo to prevent the ace, but still a point for Climax-Fisher. And Nesbig is just rolling. There's the serve there for Nesbig once again. It's returned there by the Bears this time, and a soft touch kill for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Emma Favre, sophomore's got her first of the match. Makes it now 4-2. Levine on the service line for the Bears. Back to the Knights and Lucy Paulsrud. Levine on a dig. Hartvig jousts to the net. Taps it over. It's dug out there by the Knights. There's Lucy Paulsrud down the line. Paulsrud's going to get it back off the return from Clearbrook-Gonvick. Hoffman blocked by Hartvig, but a net violation first. It's actually going to go against Favre. It's now 5-2. That's the first net violation of the match for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Number 5, Lucy Paulsrud back to the service line. The freshman sends it over. Only freshman on the squad. Favre on the attack for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Reitmeyer backpedals as Reitmeyer picks up the kill. Her second of the match. 6-2, Climax-Fisher. Again, Clearbrook-Gonvick does not have a loss to a Section 8A opponent this season. They're 4-0 against Section 8A teams in all competitions. Hartvig on the attack, dugout Nesbig. Lucy Paulsrud sends it back over to Levine and Clearbrook-Gonvick. Set up far side down the line for the kill, and Favre getting something going here for the Bears. Couple of kills now, 6-3. As checking in to go to the service lines, Molly Phillips, the junior. Phillips, Levine, Melby on that back row. Hartvig, Engen, and Weems on the front row for Clearbrook-Gonvick. As Hoffman nearly takes Melby to the floor, but she gets back up. Hoffman with another chance, and Clearbrook-Gonvick sends it back over. Ella Paulsrud, now Reitmeyer near side for the Knights. Tic-tac-toe, up and over, up to the ceiling. As Reitmeyer sweeps it back over for the gals in black and silver. Through traffic as Weems picks up her first kill of the match. 6-4 now is Clearbrook-Gonvick. Starting to get back into this one. As Phillips back to the service line. Phillips. Nice serve. Reitmeyer for Climax-Fisher up on the net. They're going to say it was a block by Hartvig. And we keep playing. Hartvig into the net that time. But give Hartvig a block. Hartvig, that's her first block of the match, by the way. 7-4 Climax-Fisher. They still have not trailed at any point in this match. Hoffman up to the light from Melby off the return. Sends it over back to the Knights. And Mia Marshall, the senior, first time we called her name this evening. There's the kill that time for Marshall. First of the match, 8-4. It's Hoffman and the Knights rolling here on their home floor just after the 7 o'clock hour. Hoffman, a little soft touch serve. Phillips backs up, nearly hits the net. As Favre on an attack for the Bears. Nicely dug out there by Nesbig. Sent back for Climax-Fisher. Phillips pops it up and over for the Bears, back to the Knights. Here's Marshall into the net that time. 4 contact violation gives Clearbrook-Gonvick their 5th point of the set as Hoffman goes to the bench. And Ella Paulsrud, libero for the Knights, checks back in. On the jump serve. down the line, and not much doing there. That's going to be the first ace. Favre having herself a heck of a second set. 2 kills and an ace. Nothing doing much in the first set. 8-6 now as the Bears start to charge ahead, towards the lead. Hartwig, far side, Melby into the net that time, 9-6, Climax-Fisher. Back up by 3. Great battle here between the Knights and the Bears in the second set. As Ava Larson goes back to the service line, Knights and Bears, 2 very medieval figures in history. They continue to do battle in modern times, just in different ways. Larson loads the cannons there that time, hit into the net by Solheim. It's now 9-7. Climax-Fisher still up by 2. Haley McCoy, the senior, back to the service line. The libero with the right paw gets it over for the Bears. Larson pops it up and over for the Knights. Levine! Oh! Look out! A return out of bounds that time for the Knights. Levine's got hops. 9-8. For Climax-Fisher as makes it 10-8 Knights. That's a service error. The second of the match for the Bears. Reitmeyer, the senior, goes back to the service line there for the Knights, serving right to left on that screen. Back to libero on the back line. Levine wants to do it again. Blocked this time by Erickson. She says, I don't think I touched it, but we keep playing. Erickson looking for her 5th kill of the match. It's dug out there by Favre for the Bears. And an attack down the line, sent back by Paulsrud. Levine taps it over this time for the kill. Levine now with 4 kills. Erickson is going to pick up a block on that as well. That's her first of the match, along with 4 kills. 10-9 is our score. Again, 1-0 in favor of Climax-Fisher on that Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. They won the first set 25-15. Sky in a serve over that time is Nybo. Pop back over by Larson for the Knights. Here's Levine into the net. 11-9. Climax-Fisher continues to hold the edge there. They're defending their fortress well here this evening. Try to move to 8-5 overall and give the Bears their first section loss of the year. Ella Paulsrud on the rifle sends that over. Tapped over now by Weems. Loads the cannons, and we get a point again for the Knights. A double contact. Seen about a half dozen of those here this evening. 12-9. Climax-Fisher don't look now. They're halfway to a quick match here. It's Paulsrud just out of bounds on the service error. Makes it 12-10. 5 service errors for Climax-Fisher despite their 8 aces, but no aces yet in this second set. Tatum Melby. The service line. Larson popped up. Erickson up to the ceiling. Levine sends it back over. Larson loads up Hoffman. Taps it over Melby to the floor to pick it up for the Bears. Paulsrud push it cross court. Here's Levine once again with a kill. Levine now with 5. 12-11. I don't believe that any team in this second set has been ahead by more than 3 points. Hoffman slams it. Dug out there by the Bears and libero McCoy. Hoffman, that's a little bit too much on that. That's a lift for sure, and a net violation also on Hoffman. We're tied at 12. Whoop. Actually, it's going to be a net violation, on Clearbrook-Gonvick. 13-11 now. That's just their second net violation of the match. 2-point lead back in favor of the Knights. Another point for Nesbig. Boy, she is closing things down right now. If this were bowling, she'd be throwing strikes. 14-11 as the Knights look to continue their charge ahead. Pushed back over there by Nybo. to Climax-Fisher. Hoffman, blocked by Levine. Levine now with a pair of blocks to go along with her 5 kills. It's 14-12. As Harwig comes back in for Clearbrook-Gonvick. And Levine goes to the service line, still in search of that trifecta. That's at least 1 ace, 1 block, and 1 kill. In a match, at least in my stat book, as Hoffman pops it across the middle, rally to the ball, just over the net. Good teamwork for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Here's Hoffman, hammers it down. Peyton Hoffman with another kill. The 8th grader has 4 now in the match, matching Claire Erickson for the most on the team. What a bounced attack so far for Brenda Slights, Climax-Fisher Knights. 5 players have at least 1 kill, 3 players have at least 1 ace, and 4 players have at least 1 block. Far side. And it's going to be a 4-contact violation against Clearbrook-Gonvick, 16-12. Knights pulling away once again here in set number 2. They won the first 25-15 on that Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Lucy Paulsrud sends it back to the Bears. Hardwig gets it over to Climax-Fisher. Back set, Hoffman skying forward for the hammer. 17-12. As Hammer Hoffman comes to the party. Paulsrud back to the service line. Far side. Now back to Climax-Fisher. Near side, Reitmeyer. Nice take by Nybo there for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Sent back over by Hartwig. Nesbig through traffic. Sets up Lucy Paulsrud. Levine with a dig. Hoffman says, thank you very much. I'll take the easy kill. Hoffman now with 5 in this set. 18-12. A 6-0 run. Or, excuse me, they've scored 7 of the last 8 points. I should clarify that. 18-12. Climax-Fisher with the lead over Clearbrook-Gonvick here. They're up 1-0 on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
Out of the timeout here on yourliveevent.com, 18-12. Pretty tight second set. It was tied 11-11. But then the Knights have scored 7 of the last 8 points. Nearly an ace there. Levine up to the ceiling. Oh, threading the needle that time through the steel. Hoffman with another kill. Hoffman on fire right now. 6 kills for Peyton Hoffman, 19-12. 8 of the last 9 points for the Knights. At this point, they are riding off into the sunset. Can the Bears chase them down here in this second set? Lucy Paulsrud. Over to Nybo and Clearbrook-Gonvick. Here's Favre down the line. Ella Paulsrud with the dig. Popped up into the air, but a point goes on a lift to Clearbrook-Gonvick, 19-13. As Engen's going to check in and Phillips will check in. Phillips goes to the service line in for Nybo and for Weems. As Phillips back to the service line. Junior with a nice spin on that one. Hoffman tapped over. A little miscommunication that time leads to kill number 7 in this set for Peyton Hoffman. She has now 8 kills for the match, 20-13. And Hoffman goes back to the service line. Hoffman with an ace. Hoffman with her first ace of the match, first ace of the set unofficially, 21-13. Hoffman drills another Phillips loads up. Engen, cross-court, dugout, Lucy Paulsrud. Paulsrud pushed towards the corner. As Hartwig is going to get the kill. Kenna Hartwig, the senior, with her third of the match, first of the set, 21-14. Well, they've got a ways to go to try and chase down these Knights, charging towards a 2-0 lead. Favre on the serve. Nesbig over to Solheim. Phillips back set up to Engen down the line. Dug out Ella Paulsrud and set back over by Solheim. Now Hartwig. Oh, Nesbig to the floor. That might have gone out of bounds. But Hartwig starting to come alive here for the Bears. 21-15. Hartwig now 4 kills and a block. As Favre on the service line. Return there by Reitmeyer and the Knights. Phillips loads the cannons. Trying to punch it over as Melby, but it's going to be a 4-contact violation, 22-15, as Larson and Erickson will check back in on the double change for Marshall and Nesbig. The Climax-Fisher Knights on their homecoming week, trying to pick up their 8th win of the year in all competition. Larson. Cross-court serve to Melby. Hartwig down the middle. Genuflecting to get that one is Larson. Now Solheim sends it back. Melby palms it over. Back to the Knights. Haven't had a lot of long rallies in this match. We'll see if this one takes the cake. As Weems sends it back over. Or Engen, excuse me. And we keep going. Erickson and the Knights. Here's Reitmeyer. Cross-court attack. Dug out there by Favre. Now Melby down the line. Ends one of the longest rallies of the set. Melby with her second kill of the match. 22-16. And back here on the service line, it is McCoy. A little bit of a slight run for Clearbrook-Gonvick, but that's ended by Reitmeyer. Her third kill of the match, 23-16. Again, it was tied 11-11 in the opening set, or in this second set, before Climax-Fisher now went on a 12-5 run so far. Trying to close it out. 2 points away from a 2-0 lead. Levine. Block by Erickson. Back set. Now Engen into the net. 8 set points. Let's go up 2-0. Erickson picks up her second block of the match. On with 4 kills, all coming in the first set. And a timeout is called by Tabby Ehlers and Clearbrook-Gonvick. 24-16. Going to keep things here. And once again, that's the second straight set that Tammy Ehlers has called a timeout with the Knights having set points. Stick around for the postgame here, as after the match is concluded, we will have our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game and our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game as well. I've got a couple of plays in mind. And they might go hand in hand, the plays and the player. But we'll save that till the end, as we got 8 set points here for Climax-Fisher to go up 2-0. Reitmeyer on the serve. Back to McCoy, the libero for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Here's Levine into the net that time, 25-16. Climax-Fisher 1 set away from a 3-0 win. We'll see if Clearbrook-Gonvick can mount a comeback. 25-16 this set. They won the first set 25-15. 2-0 Climax-Fisher on that Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Back for a recap after this on yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota-Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota-Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neelsville, Climax-Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Hillsborough Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsborough Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the CT. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsborough Dairy.
Back to the Fisher Fortress here on Your Live Event, yourliveevent.com. Once again, the Knights defending their fortress well as they won the first 2 sets, 25-15, 25-16 on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Leading the way, Peyton Hoffman with 8 kills and an ace and a block. Only player with a trifecta on the evening. And as well, Claire Erickson, 4 kills and a block, or a pair of blocks for Climax-Fisher. Cambry Solheim, 2 kills and a block. Hallie Reitmeyer, 3 kills and ace. April Larson with 3 aces. Mia Marshall with a kill, and Sophia Nesbitt with 4 aces on the match, all coming in that first set. Allison Levine leads Clearbrook-Gonvick with 5 kills. Kenna Hartwig with 4. And Emma Favre with 2, and Tatum Melby with 2 as well. Just 1 ace for Favre, pair of blocks for Levine, and 1 block for Hartwig. 5 service errors for Climax-Fisher. Despite that, they've got a 2-0 lead. 2 service errors for Clearbrook-Gonvick. 2 net violations, Clearbrook-Gonvick. 1 net violation for Climax-Fisher. That's the point total here for the first 2 sets of play. As Clearbrook-Gonvick's going to go to the service line. That's Emma Nybo, the junior, trying to put a little giddy up in the step of the Bears. Otherwise, it'll be a straight sets victory for the Knights here at the Fortress. Underway in set number 3, Ava Larson. Claire Erickson, cross-court attack. Kept up there by Favre. Here's Melby. Cross-court attack, dug out there by the Knights. Hoffman, blocked by Levine. Levine feeling fine on that block. 1 block in each of the first 3 sets, and wouldn't you know it, this is Clearbrook-Gonvick's first lead in any set of the match. As this is Paulsrud, and another block by Levine, but good rally for the Knights to send it back over. Levine taking over, but that one's out of bounds, 1-1. Levine now with 4 blocks and 5 kills. As the double change comes in, Nesbig and Marshall in for Erickson and Larson. Sophia Nesbig, despite only having, I shouldn't say that lightly, despite only having 4 aces. That's a pretty good accomplishment on any night. But those 4 aces all came in the first set. She's hardly had any of those errors. She collects 1 there. 9 aces, but 6 service errors for Climax-Fisher. 2-1 in favor of Clearbrook-Gonvick. Down 2-0, though, on that Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard, as it's going to be a point to the Bears. I'm going to say, I believe it's, no, point to the Knights, excuse me. Two. I believe it just fell on the Bears side that time, as Paulsrud on the serve. There's an ace for Lucy Paulsrud. Her first ace of the match. 3-2. Climax-Fisher back in front. Paulsrud again to McCoy and the Bears. Favre out of bounds, but it caught a net violation. Excuse me. That's the second on the match for Climax-Fisher. 3-3 tie. On the service line, there's Levine. Junior sends it over for the Bears. Pop back over and pop back. Call it a block for Reitmeyer. She's got a trifecta. 3 kills, an ace, and a block of the match for Hallie Reitmeyer. 4-3, Climax-Fisher. Boy, it's going to be tough to pick, especially if Climax-Fisher holds on and wins this game. An Enbridge Energy player of the game. Play line at home. Who do you think deserves to be the player of the game? As Hartwig sends down the attack. Reitmeyer. And we get a net violation coming. That's against Weems. Clearbrook-Gonvick. Their third net violation of the match. Hoffman drills the serve there for the Knights. Far side Favre down the line. Dugout Hoffman. Nesbig. Now Solheim and another net violation. 6-3 Climax-Fisher. 4 net violations now for Clearbrook-Gonvick. A pair in this set already as Hoffman. Another serve. This time it's out of bounds. 6-4. Tell you what, Climax-Fisher, despite having a 2-0 lead, they have a 2-0 lead despite, I should say, giving up 9 free points in service errors and net violations to Clearbrook-Gonvick. Clearbrook-Gonvick, though, 6 free points to the Knights. On the serve, Nesbig loads up Reitmeyer, taps it towards No Ladies Land. It's covered momentarily by the Bears, but the Knights are able to pick up the point. 7-4, our score. Marshall and Nesbig check out for Larson and Erickson. Larson will head back to the service line. She had 3 aces in that opening set. Nesbig with 4 aces. Larson drills it down the middle. Melby is there on the return for the Bears. A net violation, though, against the Bears. Once again, gives Climax-Fisher a point. Now 5 net violations in the match for the Bears. Larson on the serve. Loads up far side. Cross court. Near side Reitmeyer for Climax-Fisher through the window. Reitmeyer with the 4th kill on the match. It's 9-4. As the Knights starting to pull away here on their home court. Far side. Oh boy, look out. Brenda Slight with a catch on that one. 10-4. Give her a reception of the Polk County West football team. 10-4 here on our Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. Climax-Fisher with the lead. They're already up 2-0. We're back in a bit on yourliveevent.com.
Halstead Living Center Auxiliary invites you to join them for a potato dumpling dinner Wednesday, September 27th. The dinner will be served from 5 to 7 p.m. at the LRC in Halstead. The cost for the meal is $15 for adults, $7 for ages 12 and under. Individual dumplings are available for a cost of $4 each. Takeout dinners will be available. Enjoy a great potato dumpling meal and visit with your neighbors and friends during the Halstead Living Center Potato Dumpling Dinner Wednesday, September 27th, served from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Halstead LRC.
The timeout here on yourliveevent.com on that Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Climax-Fisher with a 10-4 lead over Clearbrook-Gonvick. As we're back in play, Engen down the line. Boy, Paulsrud has been as solid as a rock back there in the libero spot for the Knights. Here's Solheim. A little too much mustard on that one. 10-5. Been waiting a long time to get the mustard call on the bingo card. If you got it, well, you might have bingo. Pushback by Reitmeyer. It's just out of bounds. 10-6. Clearbrook-Gonvick. Back-to-back points out of their timeout. Again, a 2-0 lead for Climax-Fisher. They won the first 25-15, the second 25-16 as a service error gives Climax-Fisher the point. Just the 3rd service error of the match for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Reitmeyer. Cross-court serve. Hartwig hammers for the Bears. Dug out again by Larson. They are playing exceptional defense tonight, the Knights. That's been the difference. Guided over there by Favre. Far side for Erickson. And just over the net that time. Got to catch a lucky break once in a while there for Clearbrook-Gonvick. As Favre with the kill. Her third of the match, now 11-7. Clearbrook-Gonvick hanging around here, but they've got some work to do. Larson loads the cannons near side. Lucy Paulsrud with the kill. Paulsrud with her first kill of the match. She's got a trifecta. Kill, an ace, and a block. 12-7, Climax-Fisher. Closing in on a nice win in section play in their home court. Stella Paulsrud sizes that one up. Levine sends it over for the Bears. Larson, Hoffman, good night. 13-7. Peyton Hoffman. Her first kill of the set. She's got 10 this match. In our match against between Foston and Climax-Fisher, Hoffman picked up 8 kills. Levine down the line for the kill. Levine now with 6 kills herself, 13-8. As Nybo checks back in for Engen, Nybo goes to the service line. So the Knights now a dozen points away from the match. Larson loads up Erickson, cross court, dugout now by the Bears. In Weems, Weems pops it up and over. Through Erickson, Hoffman taps it over. Back to the Bears. Can't quite rally, and a point to Climax-Fisher, 14-8. Double change. Erickson comes out, as does Larson. Nesbig and Marshall check back in. Nesbig on the jump serve. Favre collects on the back line. Paulsrud, Reitmeyer, Levine on the dig for the Bears. Melby takes a shot at it. Dug out Reitmeyer. Here's Hoffman, airmails that one. But they caught a deflection. Hoffman picks up the kill again. Got now, and that's 10 on the match. 15-8. Levine pops it over. Nesbig, Paulsrud with a kill. Lucy Paulsrud to the nice game herself. 16-8. Climax-Fisher continues to inch ahead. 25-15, 25-16. Nesbig on the serve. Tapped over Melby. Hoffman into the net that time. 16-9. Clearbrook-Gonvick back on the service line with Melby. Ailing to get that one is Paulsrud. Hoffman hammers, and a point on a net violation. Levine charged with that one, 17-9. 6 net violations for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Hoffman just tapped it down for the soft kill. 11 now for Peyton Hoffman, 18-9. Climax-Fisher continues to pull away. Levine, cross-court attack. Nice dig by Nesbig. Tapped over by Hoffman, kept alive. Levine, Nesbig to the ceiling. Quite enough there as Levine's going to pick up another kill. She's got 7. It's 18-10. As Levine back to the service line, drills it into the net. 4 service errors now for Clearbrook-Gonvick, 19-10. Climax-Fisher, half a dozen points away from the match is Peyton Hoffman. The 8th grader with a lot of games in front of her, that's for sure. Hoffman drills it. Not returned, that's an ace for Peyton Hoffman. Nice match for her with 11 kills, 2 aces, and a block. 20-10. as Hoffman sends it over back to the Knights. Hoffman tries again. Levine is there for the dig. Clearbrook-Gonvick responds with Favre down the line. It's a point on a kill for Favre. That's her fourth. 20-11. As back to serve is Weems. Hannah Weems, the sophomore. Back for the Bears. And an ace. Just the second ace of the match. And the first for Weems. 20-12. Clearbrook-Gonvick trying to go on a rally here. Nesbig loads it up. It's going to be a net violation. It's backed into it that time, 20-13. 3 net violations for Climax-Fisher to their 7 service errors. 6 net violations for Clearbrook-Gonvick to 4 service errors. Up and tapped into the net that time, unforced error, 20-14. And a timeout is called by Brenda Slight and the Knights. 20-14, Clearbrook-Gonvick hanging around here on yourliveevent.com and the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, 2-0 in favor of the Knights.
At the junction of Highway 59 and 200, you'll enjoy a stop at Pump 24 Corner Market. Gas and diesel islands are available 24 hours for all vehicles. In the Corner Market, you'll find convenience foods, grocery, hot stuff subs and wraps, pizzas, salads, and more, including the Plump 24 roasted chicken. You can add mashed potatoes and extras for the full meal. Hot coffee is always available every day at Pump 24 Corner Market in Mahnomen.
Out of the timeout, 20-14 on that Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Climax-Fisher with the lead over Clearbrook-Gonvick. They're up 2-0 as well. As Weems goes back to the service line. A little 3-0 run. Take it 4-0 run, I believe, for Clearbrook-Gonvick. In around 20-15. Called Weems' second ace of the match. Weems trying to size up another on a sidewinder to Paulsrud. Nesbig loads up Mia Marshall far side, out of bounds, 20-16. Clearbrook-Gonvick mounting a charge there. Off the Hannah Weems serve for the Bears. Cross court. A return sent over Nesbig. Here's Hartwig. Dug out Nesbig for the Knights. Swept back over for the point. On the sweep by Reitmeyer. 21-16. Marshall and Nesbig come out for Larson and Erickson. 4 points now is all the Knights need to pick up their 8th win of the year. Drills that time towards the back row. Here's Favre towards No Ladies Land. No kills for Favre in the first set. Since then, 5. 21-17. Still in favor of Climax-Fisher. Popped over. As that's a point for the Knights. Here's Reitmeyer back on the service line. Reitmeyer. Now Melby for Clearbrook-Gonvick down the line. Swept up by Larson. Lucy Paulsrud, Doug Levine. I think this is a big point here for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Tried to double team that time. A little miscommunication. Doesn't harm him in the end. Lucy Paulsrud, though, finishes the job. 3 kills for Lucy Paulsrud. 23-17. 2 points away now for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Reitmeyer. Hallie Reitmeyer with a quartet of kills, an ace, and a block on the match. Tapped over by Weems. Erickson bumps it up for Solheim. Just in on the return. 23-18. Clearbrook-Gonvick trying to mount a comeback here. Larson, Erickson into the net, 23-19. believe it was 20-11. Just a little bit ago. 8 out of the last 11 points gone to the Bears. Not that time, though, as Paulsard gets 5 match points. Five match points. Ella Paulsrud on the service line to try and close out the match. Loading the cannons near side. Melby pops it up and over. Larson. Hoffman fires. Kaboom! Good night. Peyton Hoffman picks up her 12th of the match. 25-19. That's how the third set ends. 25-15, 25-16, 25-19 on that Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. We'll begin our post-game coverage here on yourliveevent.com next.
At the Climax-Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax-Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There is one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax-Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Climax-Shelley School District.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our growers. Your trust and fellowship is the driving force behind our dedication to your successful farming operation. We continue to invest in the education of our team to ensure your customer experience is outstanding. Thank you for the opportunity to be your planter experts. Stop by either of our locations in Hillsboro or Drayton, North Dakota, or visit planterdoc.com.
Welcome back to the Fisher Fortress here on Your Live Event, yourliveevent.com. As the final score, 3-0 in favor of Climax-Fisher over Clearbrook-Gonvick here, 25-15, 16, and 19. As we will have our stats and analysis here in just a little bit as we get our coaches' interviews. We'll get the mic set up here and get ready to go on that. We will hear from Tabby Ellers, head coach for Clearbrook-Gonvick first, and then we'll hear from our Enbridge Energy player of the game, and Coach Brenda Slight as well. Grab the microphone here, and let's see if we can spin that camera around as well while we're at it here. Doing this kind of on the fly, so there we go. All right. We'll take the mic up here. All right, perfect. And, Brenda, why don't you come around, slide around here? So there we go. All right, again here. Oh, actually, let's move this just a little bit over. There we go. All right. Brenda Slight, Tammy Ellers, head coach for the Clearbrook-Gonvick Bears. And Tammy, you ran into a bus tonight that was Climax-Fisher. They came out on fire with some great energy from the service line, and your team couldn't quite respond out of that. But what did you see in the match that was a positive sign for your ladies?
I would say the girls kept playing, and we had a good serving night. We just were struggling with our serve receive, and just then it starts falling apart.
Want to point out a couple of players in particular. A really nice night for Allison Levine. Boy, she's got some great vertical, some great energy, and she seems to be in all areas of the floor. Your thoughts on her performance tonight?
Allie's always pretty solid. She's just kind of our go-to girl, one of our go-to girls. We have a lot of flexibility.
Yeah, and as well, a couple of players really came on in the second and third sets, especially Emma Favre. Your thoughts on that young sophomore's contributions to your team?
Oh, Emma's a scrapper. She just tries to get everywhere. She tries to get every ball. She works hard.
And Tammy, tell us about where you go next. Tell us about the upcoming schedule for Clearbrook-Gonvick.
We go to Cass Lake on Thursday, and I only do 1 week at a time. So we'll worry about. And then we also have a Crookston tournament on Saturday.
Fantastic. Well, Tammy, anything else you want to mention to our viewers here tonight?
Fisher Climax is always a fun team to play, and that little 8th grader, she's working us. We got some nice blocks on her, and so we know if we meet them again what we need to do.
Absolutely. Well, thanks. That's Tammy Ellers, head coach for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Tammy, thanks so much. Good luck to your team the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, fantastic. And we'll come back and we'll get some more stats and analysis, and we'll get some comments from head coach Brenda Slight of Climax-Fisher, as well as our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. That's coming up on yourliveevent.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
The mission of the Fisher Public School is to prepare all learners with the academic, social, and personal skills for lifelong success. With small class sizes, great teachers, staff, and administrators, the Fisher Public School is the perfect choice for your son or daughter to excel. To learn more about the Fisher Public School, including announcements, menus, and activity schedules, visit their website at fisher.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook. Good luck, Knights and Thunder, from the Fisher Public Schools.
See the all-new Fendt tractor at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. You'll be impressed with this new Fendt tractor. Ask about a demonstration in your field and check out the new trade-ins for tillage equipment. Hey, and just this reminder again, new versatile Delta tracks are arriving. There's 3 spots secured for new versatile Delta track tractors, all going to be at 2023 pricing, saving you thousands of dollars. Talk to Chuck O'Neill at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada.
And back here on our post-game show, it's time for our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. And Enbridge Energy, life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And today's Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. And boy, she came out on fire here with 4 aces in the match, coming in the first 2 sets, I believe. And Sophia, your performance really set the tone for the rest of the team. What was going through your mind? What was clicking for you ladies right away?
We just knew we had to come in with fire and bring the energy. And so that's what we just did right away. Started off high. Sometimes we come out slow and then that's our downfall. So we knew we had to bring the energy right away and we couldn't start off in a hole.
Great energy, and again, 4 aces. They actually all did come in the first set, but you had some great defensive plays as well. What do you like better, being on the service line or coming up with some great digs?
Well, serving is probably my favorite, but getting a good dig is really it's also like a confidence booster, knowing that I can do that, and yeah, I just tell myself that I can get all the balls, and yeah.
And it's homecoming week this week for the schools. How does it feel to pick up a homecoming win?
Feels really good. Yeah, homecoming is very exciting. Can also be very busy, so it's glad that we came out and we weren't tired from all the activities we had.
And Big win for your ladies, bouncing back from a loss, I believe, as well. It's been an up-and-down season for your ladies. What do you ladies need to do to continue the winning ways?
I think we played our best that we have today, and I think we just need to keep doing what we did today. And, yeah, start off strong. I think that was the main difference between today and the days that we have lost.
Our Ambridge Energy Player of the Game, that's Sophia Nesbig, a senior. Sophia, congratulations. Best of luck to you and the ladies rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, fantastic. And let's take a look at some stats here. While we wait for Brenda Slide here. 25-15, 25-16, 25-19 was the 3 sets to none score in favor of Climax-Fisher. Again, the Knights picking up the win there. And led by Peyton Hoffman, the 8th grader, with 12 kills, 2 aces, and a block as well. Some other stats here for Climax-Fisher. We had 4 kills for Claire Erickson along with a pair of blocks. Cambry Solheim with 2 kills and a block. Hallie Reitmeyer had a really nice night, a trifecta, 4 kills and an ace and a block. Lucy Paulsrud, 4 kills in that 3rd set as well. She was in contention for that Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. 1 ace and 1 block also. Mia Marshall with a kill, and again, we mentioned Sophia Nesbig, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, with 4 aces all coming in the first set and really set the tone. She had some great defensive plays as well. For team totals, if you will, service errors for Climax-Fisher, they had 7 and 3 net violations. For Clearbrook-Gonvick, they were led by Allie Levine. She had 7 kills, 4 blocks as well. Hannah Weems had a pair of aces and some other stats. Emma Favre picking up 5 kills and an ace. And Kenna Hartwig picking up 4 kills and a block as well. With the team side of things, net violations 6 for Clearbrook-Gonvick and 4 for 4 service errors for Clearbrook-Gonvick as well. It really, as well, Climax-Fisher never really trailed in the game. They trailed very early in the 3rd set, but they came back and had a great performance against a really good team. Tabby Ellers, shout out to her squad. She's got some really great players on that squad. And they were 4-0 against Section 8A opponents this season, but handing them the Knights hand the Bears the first loss in section play this year. So, again, that's the stats notes on that. We'll hear from head coach Brenda Slide here in just a little bit. She's talking to the guys over at KROX. She'll join us here coming up next. We'll also close out our post-game report with our RDK Precision Play of the Game. That'll close things out on yourliveevent.com.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Christian Motors is proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile. They've got a huge selection of new and used vehicles there on the lot. You can stop by and check the selection or go online to christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. Your new vehicle is waiting for you at Christian Motors in Fertile. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. christianmotors.com, christiancarsonline.com. Stop and see the selection today. Christian Motors of Fertile.
Welcome to Clearbrook, a quiet, friendly location in northern Minnesota. Clearbrook is surrounded by lakes and forests, offering excellent fishing, hunting, and recreational activities. Clearbrook has a top-notch school district, a thriving business community, and active clubs and events throughout the year. Visit ci.clearbrook.mn.us to learn more about what Clearbrook, Minnesota can offer you. The City of Clearbrook, a community working together.
Good food, good times, and a great atmosphere. It's all here for you at the Clearbrook Muni, right on Main Street in Clearbrook. Stop in and check out the daily food specials or try a variety of items on the menu. For takeout on the go, call 218-776-9984. Good food and good times. It's all waiting for you at the Clearbrook Muni. Find them on Facebook for events or visit them on Main Street in Clearbrook. The Clearbrook Muni. Good times await.
At the Climax-Shelley School District, they're preparing students today for success in a challenging tomorrow. The teachers and staff at Climax-Shelley aim to inspire today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Opportunities for students include academics, athletics, fine arts, and extracurricular activities. There's one for you to join today. For the latest information on the Climax-Shelley School, visit their website at isd592.org or like their Facebook page. Good luck, Knights and